Sir, please start the session, sir.
A very good evening to all. On behalf of Alliance Forum Orissa, I wish you all professional prosperity and happiness and welcome you all to this virtual celebration of National Librarians Day 2023. Alliance Forum started on 25th October 2006 as a web-based forum with its scope of work all over India. The basic objectives of this forum is to share professional information, news, and address various issues faced by allies professionals of India. Over the years, the Allies Forum Orissa has undertaken a number of activities for the development of allies profession and professionals. We have a Facebook group of over 1200 members all over India. An online library awareness test is conducted regularly on fortnight basis in Facebook group, which is conducted by our moderator, Mr. Kumar Pradhan, under the supervision of Dr. Devraj Meher. It has proved to be immense benefit for allies, students, and job seekers. We also publish an bilingual annual online annual issue every year on its day of establishment on a particular theme, which has contribution from all parts of India. Also, the forum publishes quarterly online newsletter titled Allies Communication and online journal, that is Journal of the Allies Forum Orissa. The prime aim of all activities is to make allies people aware on the recent advancement in the library science field and issues prevalent in allies field. Today it is an auspicious occasion for all of us as we are celebrating 131st birth anniversary of Padma Shri Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, who is the father of library science in India. Dr. Ranganathan has remarkable contribution on every aspects of allies, education and libraries. His legacy is continued and will ever continue even in the ever-changing library environment. Remembering his contribution to allies fields, Allies Forum Orissa pays high respects and rich tributes to Dr. S.R. Ranganathan. On this today's occasion of Dr. Ranganathan's birth anniversary, and National Librarians Day, Allies Forum Orissa organized a lecture on Ranganathan legacy on today's library world. It is a matter of pleasure that today we have two renowned allies professionals with us to discuss on Dr. Ranganathan's legacy. And we are proud to have with us an eminent journalist and news editor of SAMBAD, Mr. Arabinda, sir, who will to introspect ourselves on the role and the development of libraries and the role played by libraries in society from users and public point of view. Now I request Mr. Dhirat Pradhan to introduce our chief speaker, Mr. Dr. Vikram Kumar Sharma, who is the University Librarian of Himachal Pradesh Central University, and invite him for this talk. Over to Mr. Dhiren Pradhan.
Namaskar. A very good evening and happy Librarians Day to all over here. Thank you, Satpathy sir, for giving me this opportunity to introduce today's chief speaker, Dr. Vikram Kumar Sharma sir. Dr. Vikram Kumar Sharma sir, presently associated with Central University, Himachal Pradesh, Dharamshala as Chief Librarian, University Librarian. He's a graduate. Dr. Sharma is a graduate in zoology from Delhi University. He is a gold medalist in BLIB and master in library science from Delhi University, and also a PhD in library and information science. To his professional career prior to joining Central University of Himachal Pradesh, he has worked with Assam University, which is a central university, and Manav Rachana International University in National Capital Region, Delhi. His main innings was with the US state government, the American Library in New Delhi, for more than 15 years, where he had served in various capacity, including Deputy Director of the Library. On his name, Dr. Sharma has many awards, honors, and scholarship. A few I can recall. JLN Memorial Fund Award for Excellence in Higher Education Pursuit. He is also a recipient of U.S. Department of State-sponsored Foreign Service National Exchange Program at Service Institute, Washington, D.C. Dr. Sharma has also received 12 U.S. State Government Service Award, including Meritorious Honor Award in 2010 for serving as Deputy Director for the American Library, Delhi. He has, on professional field, he has contributed in various stages of library profession in many national, international seminar, workshop, and conference in the field. Under his leadership, O.P. Bhalla Central University, Central Library, Manav Rachana University has been the first runner-up in the Delhi Best Technology-Enabled Library Award, Library Technology Conclave held in January 2019. More to Assam Central University of Manav Rachana, Central Library of Manav Rachana University and Assam University, under his mentorship only, got the ISO certification for their library. Moreover, Dr. Sharma has been in the profession since last 3 decades in various capacity in various organizations. With this brief introduction, I, on behalf of Alliance Forum, once again welcome Dr. Sharma to share his thoughts, his professional stand on how librarians have brought forward the Ranganathan legacy so far. So with this introduction, I hand over to Sharma sir. Dr. Sharma sir, please.
A very good evening to one and all, especially the members of LIC Forum and the Library and Information Science Fraternity. It's a great day for all of us where we all are celebrating 131st birth anniversary of our father of library science in India. And this is the time where we are facing a lot of challenges and opportunities both, which I'm going to share in a few slides, that how this is the best time for, especially for the field of library information science, which provides ample opportunities. So is my slide visible to you? Can you see this slide? Wonderful.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay, great. So as we all are celebrating across India, it's a great day for us to be proud to be the librarians, the information managers, and the field which is most challenging and demanding and upgrowing. I'll share some of my experiences of last 3 decades where we have served in different variety, different users and all. And it is the most important area and time where we have opportunity to barge into the bus and make it to the best. And especially, one might have felt that these are the challenges when we see the news readers, AI applications and all, they are posing great challenges. But as a librarian, we have the opportunity and we can prove that we are the leaders of the day. We are the leaders of the technology. We are the leaders of the library information service, where we can contribute a lot, not only to the academics, but to the society. So I'll share some of the experiences of the modern libraries where they are ventured into, and then we will find out how Professor SRR legacy is guiding us after relevance is still there after almost 100 years. And his legacy and guidance is guiding all the library fraternity, not only in India, but across the world also. As we see that technology is there, it's posing challenges. There was an era, in around 2000 when Y2K problem was there and people thought that, things are going to change. But as librarian, we have all, gathered to meet the challenges, and COVID was an era where we all ventured into the bus and we all could reach our services digitally in all platforms. And this is the best example that this forum is being broadcasted live on YouTube, and users, fraternity and librarians and students and scholars, not only from Odisha or India, across the world, they are able to attend this great session. So technology is something where we have seen that entire life now is come into the palm of a hand. There were days when CDs and technologies, they were just starting, but nowadays it is the virtual reality or artificial intelligence or anything and everything is now in our mobile phones. We can access anything and everything through these era. There are technological innovations where security is a challenge, where knowledge upgradation is continuously happening in each and every field, and library and information science is no far from behind. Simultaneously, it has posed us difficulties also, and has posed us easiness also. So it has opportunities as well as challenges. But I'm proud to say on this day that we as a librarian across India and world, we have been able to board the bus of the technology, and we have made our life easy, and we are venturing into beyond the traditional services of library and information science, meeting the new challenges every other day. And we are there, we are going to basically get successful in each and every aspect. And the legacy of Professor S.R. Ranganathan is going to guide us, is guiding us in each and every aspect of the library information science. Big data is one thing which we as a librarian, as a research data management specialist, is thing which we have ventured into. It is the technology, it is the analytics which is helping us to find out how our resources they are being used, and how we are presenting the statistical information, especially the usage of data, imbibing the laws of the library science, especially the first three laws, that how the best resources we are used, how they are being made available. Big data is an opportunity which is going to help us, especially for research driven institutions and academic institutions. Research data management is the key. These are the days where librarians can find and analyze that what kind of information is being looked into, and how our users are really looking for the information. So we have this opportunity to use this big data, especially for meeting the first three laws of the library science. Artificial intelligence, my friend and colleagues, we might have seen, especially these days, that it has ventured into the realm of library and information science. And the most common Siri and Alexa, they were there almost 2 years ago. But these days, especially some of the news channels, each and every can see that news readers, they are a proponent form of artificial intelligence based applications, which are really delivering the information for news. So in this same following way, library and information science services, especially the customer driven customized services, they can be customized as per the artificial intelligence. There are search engines available nowadays which basically makes researchers available what is there, and they provide customized information. Another technology is blockchain, which is really venturing into library field, and it's a great tool for us to imbibe into all aspects of library and information science. Internet of Things, we have seen that how it has made life easy for our mobiles and other digital applications, where anything and everything which is available through our headphones, through mobiles, in making life easy. It is totally transformation of library and information services. Mobile apps technology was a technology which earlier used to be a complicated thing, but now most of the libraries, leading libraries in India, they are making use of Internet of Things, which essentially contributes to the last law of library information science, Professor Alessara's law, that library is a growing organism, and library as a resource and services, they are mammoth. But we as a librarian have challenges to meet too, and we are in the line with the technology. AR is making our life easy. So the very first law, and especially second law of the Professor S.R. Ranganathan, is very much applicable using augmented reality and making virtual reality alive. Last week on Saturday, Sunday, a festival of libraries were organized under the aegis of Ministry of Culture at Pragati Maidan. And we have seen professionals, visiting. This was a great initiative under Prime Minister Modi, and we have seen these applications of AR and VR available at Festival of Libraries, and one could see how that information and knowledge, which is being processed initially in the traditional way, is being offered to the users, especially for academic purpose. Digital interface for printed books is another aspect. The traditional way of using the books, traditional way of reading the libraries and interfaces is totally changed. Nowadays, there are lots of readers are available, and there are digital applications also, which essentially contributes that each and every reader has his or her choice of book, and each and every book which has its relevance and context is available to its readers. Drones is a technology which is delivering books and materials across states. In India, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting and Technology is promoting drone applications, and is doing hackathon and all. And especially for libraries located in far-flung areas, drones is a technology which is making each and every book available to its users as per his demand and as per the needs. Virtual tour is a thing which is now almost common in each and every library. It is a concept where making the entire library available to the users who are not able to make it, who are not able to visit. And all these technologies imbibe the essential laws of library information science and foundation of our founding father, Professor S. R. Ranganathan, which has really led the spearheaded the movement. And we across India and world are basically imbibing all the aspects, whether be it laws of library science or facets or the other components of Professor S. R. Ranganathan. Social media presence is another great tool, and through which today we are connecting, we are sharing our resources, we are making our life easy, and we are inviting users to the library. We are making our material available to the users, and we are basically showcasing. So, this concept of making our material, our library, our digital space, our web space available to the users, inviting them is to play a great role for providing information and digital services. We have seen that SpaceX first astron launch is not a history; it is a future, and it is a product which is going to make life very easy, especially for the research. And my dear friends and colleagues, there is a concept called third space, which is now venturing into. First space is the one where we basically try to be at our home, and second space is our college, universities, or our workspace. Third space is a space where we want to be on our own, whether it is a digital space or a corner in the room or a roof or a space in the office where we are on our own and we wish to do what all will. And technology is the one which is really making it. And third space is the concept where libraries, be it academic or public library, they are adopting this concept. I'll share the example of University of Calcutta Library, where the thin boundary line between the academic library and public library has thinned away. That is, the academic libraries, they are opening their space to the community around. There are lots of academic institutions which offer all those learning environment and places to the community, to the students and all. And one of the leading example is that University Grants Commission and Ministry of Education through National Education Policy is emphasizing for entire community development. So the concept of that librarian is or library staff is in the building has gone away. They have moved away out of the libraries. They are with the community. They are with the stakeholders. And third space is the concept which technology has really offered us, and we as a librarian team, we are there to make it. So third space is the concept which is developing and which is the future of libraries. We do understand that technology is really posing us challenges. It is posing us that what is the use of the library, what is the use of the material. But the third space is the concept, my dear friends and colleagues, which has taken place a lot in the Western space and Indian space also. This is the concept that we are going to create all those spaces which are inviting, which are welcoming, and we are tailor-making information and resources as per use and the needs of the researchers. And it is not the technology that matters, especially in today's context. It is how we make the use the best of the technology that is most important. It is where the legacy of our founding father S.R. Ranganathan plays a role. All aspects of librarianship, be it traditional or be it the modern, all aspects of digital space and physical space imbibe the legacy of Professor S.R. Ranganathan, and all the applications, knowledge, work field, and all which our founding father gave us, they are very much relevant. They are relevant for not only for SR library information science professionals, but they are spearheading the movement of equality, education, and furtherance of humankind. The recent initiative launched at the Festival of Libraries, where Prime Minister Modi has imbibed that the concept of National Digital Library, which initially taken up and all the resources beyond the doubts of subscription and limitations, open access is the future which we are venturing into. And this aspect again relies on the foundations of Professor S.R. Ranganathan, especially all the five laws and the facets of classification and facets of organization of knowledge, which is making open, inclusive, and information accessible to one and all. And his techniques are more relevant in the digital era. You take any aspects, whether it is blogs, virtual reality, or any mode of communication with the users. The basic foundation of all these laws imbibe in the service to the society, and the five simple statements which were made almost 100 years ago, they are still very relevant and they are guiding. You take example of any of the key academic institutions, whether it is school libraries or public libraries or academic libraries or even research-driven institutions. The basic focus of a library and information professional is that to reduce the gap between knowledge and information and act as a medium of communication. Medium of communication could be the best using by technology, which is now making great leaps and bounds. And we have seen that how technology is really going to aid and help us the field of library and information professionals. Now, and if we see that compare and traditionally the laws of library information science, that very first law that books are for use in modern concept, if we imbibe all this aspect using the marketing and digital space, the focus remains on accessibility, equity, and inclusiveness. That information must reach whatever is available in the form, whether it is digital or print. They must be used in the best possible way for the benefit of the mankind, for the benefit of the humankind. The second law, every reader, his or her book, has other great exponentials, that there are lots of tools of metrics and analytics now available, which are making us realize that how the readers are looking, what kind of information they are looking, how best we can provide. And this second law has great dimensions in providing freedom to information access and open access. The movement of open access is taking progress each and every day, and there is a trend that when all kind of information irrespective of the availability of the source would be made available, there are lots of movement going on for making information beyond the models of subscription and other modes, making it open. The third concept, every book its reader involves in the modern dynamics space, the digital space, and the concept of knowledge management, that how we manage the resources and how we offer all these digital realms to our users, which involves the concept of engaging with the users, doing outreach, going beyond the walls of the library, and interaction with the students and researchers, especially in the academic field. We have seen that there are now classrooms available, digital classrooms are available in the academic library setting, where students, they visit the library, they attended classes. There are other projects of computer science and other augmented reality workshops, they are being made available in the library. And data mining and virtual reference is the concept that is now taking up place, and most of the libraries they are venturing into. The fourth and most important law has great connotations, save the time of the reader, where we as a librarians and its technology, they have synchronized seamless information, and they are providing information open day in the open domain efficiently, effectively, and by embedding user needs. We have seen that single window search solution, which many of the Google like search engine is being offered by many libraries. This technology was ventured into US way back in 2014, but many organizations, and there are open source softwares available which are making available all the resources accessible through single search solution. There was a time when for a researcher one need to refer to the print resources and digital resources, visit the libraries differently, and spend a lot of time in doing research and finding out information. Internet and technology, and especially federated searching and single window search solution, has really made things totally different. Single window search solution are the need of the day for any libraries, and they are imbibing all the resources into single window. And this is one of the greatest example, this time of the reader in visiting libraries, in referring to different resources, in finding out what kind of information looking is made available using this technology solution. So this is the future, and this is a trend which is now most of the libraries available. And I would share with my readers and fraternity that This is available in the subscription form model and in the open domain form also, where federated searching and single window search solution of indexing all the resources is made available. This is one of the remarkable example of technology where the fourth law of our founding father is being met, and it is going to be more relevant in the coming days. And as we see, that fifth law, that library is a growing organism, it has many connotations. It has connotations that digital environment is very dynamic. We have seen the days when the compact disc came into our field, and there was a time when they were not able to write. We were able to just read and not write. But then time came, CD went off, our pager went off, and all those things. But we as a librarian have really met the challenges. We have grown up with the technology, and digital environment is very dynamic. Same stands true for the library and information field also. Library information field is very dynamic, it's very changing. And artificial intelligence is an example where we can take the best use of the artificial intelligence and the concept of third space and digital space. There is always a sort of a competition between the physical space, third space, and digital space. And we have seen that the concept of physical space is always going to be relevant. As we can see that why do we prefer to go to a coffee to for a cafeteria, paying 500 rupees or going for a space for a pizza? Why not have food at home? Why we want to be in on our space where we want that this is my space. It could be a corner, it could be any area. So in today's context, all the libraries, whether it is academic or public or community, creating third space and imbibing the digital space is the future of the day. Making our space dynamic, making it available to each and every user is the need of the day. And this is the space where our fifth law of library information science, library is a growing organism, proves us and guides us in each and every aspect of today's technology. So we can conclude that as per energy, idea is neither created nor destroyed, but is transformed from one form another. It stands true for our founding father Padma Shri Ranganathan's foundations and laws and guidelines, that all the guidelines and laws and postulations which our founder has given, which imbibe into all the aspects of library and information science digital space, they are still very relevant. They are neither destroyed, they are neither created, they are rather transformed. And all those five laws stand together for guiding us, for leading us, for making us meet the challenges which technology as a way it has posed, but on the other way, it is making our life easy. It is basically reducing the barrier between the information resources and the user, and library information professionals are the one who are going to make it to the best of the use. So with this, I come to end of my sharing my experiences, but I like to share the credit that I do not take any credit for this presentation, which has been made out of the experiences of my of 3 years of services, Google Images, articles, and select thesis I've referred to. And thank you so much, dear friend. It's a great day for us, and we should be very proud that we are the pioneers in the field of information, in the field of digital literacy, in the field of creating information, in the field of offering information, and offering a space which is going to be continuously relevant not only in the present era but in the future decades and forever. Only thing is we need to realign our services. We need to rethink, reinvent, and find a space and a balanced space where we are more relevant, and our founding fathers' guidance and foundation, and especially Philos, they are more relevant. They are for eternal help and guidance to us. So with this, thank you so much. I here stop, and then we are open to question and answer session at end. But I'm sure it's a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma sir, for your informative speech on the latest development of in libraries by the application of information communication technologies, and how Ranganathan legacy is still continued in this modern library world. Again, thank you, sir, for your informative and impressive speech. Now I request Mr. Siva Boye to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Arabinda sir, and invite him for his speech. Over to Siva.
Thank you, Satpathy sir. for giving me the opportunity to introduce the Arvind Das sir. It is my privilege to introduce Sri Das sir. Sri Arvind Das is the Chief General Manager, News Section of the SAMBAD, the largest circulated daily of Odisha. Sri Das was born on 26 October 1966 at Balangir, Odisha. He is the son of late Radhakrishnan Das, who was the pioneering figure in the field of library movement in Odisha. To his uh, academic career, Sri Das was graduated from Balangir, Rajendra College Balangir, with distinction in political science, which is now the Rajendra University. Then he among the topper in political science in Utkal University, and he has topped MPhil exam in political science in Sambalpur University. To his professional career, Sri Arvind Das served as a lecturer political science for more than 11 years at his alma mater, Rajendra College, and his career took a significant turn while he joining as a employee at Sambad. Later, due to his hard work, he elevated to the post of GM, and he is credited with the successful edition of Sambad and reaching the Sambad at different corner of Odisha. Now he is heading the digital section of the Sambad newspaper, and he has been instrumental behind the success of the Sambad. And he has a rich experience of using media and library for 21 years. Today is the best occasion that we have got such a great personality that he will show the mirror to the society, to the audience, to the student. So now I welcome Sri Das sir to deliver his address and guide us on the occasion. Over to Sri Das sir.
Namaskar. A very good evening to you all. Actually, after having listened to Dr. Sharma, in fact, his speech was not only wonderful, full of facts, and he deliberated upon many such things which we as common or laymen apprehended. All our doubts were cleared by him. So henceforth, whatever I would say would be, I think, redundant and unnecessary. So on the occasion of National Librarians Day, I congratulate all the librarians of our country. He rightly said it's really a great day. At the very outset, I deem it a proud privilege to have been associated with the fraternity that not only gave our family the bread and butter for 4 long decades, it helped our family earn a good name and fame since my late father, Dr. Radhakrishnan Das, as Mr. Roy rightly pointed out, was a father figure of library movement in the state. The organizers of this seminar know my late father was among the first qualified librarians of Odisha. Blindness didn't deter him from achieving what generally people do not achieve. He became a researcher and also a writer. He was revered by his contemporaries in the profession as the Grantha Jagatara Santha, or the saint of the book world in the state. Ever since our memory counts, we are very fond of the name Ranganathan in our family. Stalwarts like Professor Kishan Kumar and Sri Girija Kumar were among many celebrated experts in the field my father got in touch with. As such, our direct association with this fraternity is 7 decades long, as my father's legacy descended to my elder brother Pradesh Kumar Das, who retired in December 2020 as a senior librarian of a Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. As a matter of fact, in such an academic conclave, I find myself to be an odd man out. I am also thoroughly confused. If I will be of any use to you, you have cleared all my apprehensions, Dr. Sharma. Besides, you have categorically mentioned in your creatives a forum for LIS professionals only. Hence, I know I am a rank outsider. I am also very much aware in such an academic conclave that is addressed by stalwarts like Professor Radhakrishnan and Dr. Vikram Sharma, my discourse would be out and out irrelevant. Now the question arises, then why did you give your consent? Purely personal nostalgic feelings created in me a spontaneous interest to accept the invitation. Since the destiny of the print media would also be instrumental in shaping the pattern of the library world, I think I should be sharing with you a couple of our concerns about its future. Most people believe no matter however pace the system takes to get digitized, the print won't be totally irrelevant. Hence, public library, among many libraries, is there to stay forever. Maybe in an inconsistent pattern and proposition. We have now entered the digital world. These days, everything possible gets digitized. And this noble profession is no exception either. However, this is not the first time that it is undergoing any transformation. We had witnessed early transition in our family. My father, who was the founder president of the OCLA, Orissa College Library Association, had studied library science, repeat library science in Delhi University way back in 1963. But by the time my elder brother graduated in the same discipline, it was already renamed as Library and Information Science. The transformation that is visibly clear in the very nomenclature of the discipline is self-explanatory. It needs no further deliberation, I think, especially to those who are in the profession. I am just quoting what the esteemed organizers have mentioned while introducing the topic. There is hardly any aspect of librarianship. Information work and service that Ranganathan has not touched upon. His legacy can be seen in libraries and academic institutions all over India. Ranganathan and his ideas continue to attract attention as his tools and techniques continue to be relevant and find application even in the digital environment. Ranganathan points out that the school library is central to the learning and teaching process. Its program and several components promote reading, educate to information, inspire and enable users to become critical thinkers and responsible citizens. It has been more extensively discussed by Professor Sharma. They have further mentioned Ranganathan's books deal with collecting knowledge, processing recorded knowledge, organizing knowledge, making it accessible and retrievable in time, and the ways to customize and disseminate it to the concerned. They further say the 5 laws are considered, just now it has been discussed by Mr. Sharma, the guiding lights that help for betterment of service in daily practice and lowering barriers for users. His classification and cataloging methods surely help to find sources for research in presenting the findings or thoughts in a planned logical way and make it authentic by perfect citations. His teachings can surely make one perfect in research, writing, and presentation, I unquote. Now, a very fundamental question arises. Can anybody point out a single such premise of Ranganathan that has become irrelevant in the present day context? The only possible answer is no. As told earlier, my father became blind both his eyes. If he could indicate easily as to which book was available in which rack of the library, it was mainly due to the convenient and scientific method of classification and cataloging that the father of library science, Professor Ranganathan, envisaged long ago. Professor Ranganathan was, is, and will continue to be relevant in this great academic discipline. My viewpoint, this is purely personal. What keeps this discipline at least a pedestal above the rest others is that whereas all those concerned with other disciplines are not necessarily academicians, every person in library information science fraternity is supposed to be an academician. Even a bearer is also not an exception. As in the past, people of this profession will continue to guide the academicians of rest of all disciplines in future as well. I was a witness to this academic pursuit of my father, whose prescriptions the teachers of his college followed with great diligence. He was advising even physics teachers, being a history student himself, which book to read, which book to be referred to the students. Anybody who is regarded as the father of any discipline must be revered by the succeeding generations as the father, no matter how advanced they have become in their respective field with passage of time. Professor Surya Misra might have, meanwhile, researched with more sophisticated tools in game or group theory in political science, which was aligned to the father of our discipline, Aristotle. But all his fundamental premises, formulated more than 2000 years ago, are still regarded as the rudiments of political science. Modi and his predecessors like Dr. Manmohan Singh might be knowing more public policies than Mahatma Gandhi did almost a century ago. That never, however, relegates the Mahatma to any modern giant in the field. Similarly, no matter how sophisticated the tools used by Professor Kishan Kumar in the recent past or by Professor Radhakrishnan now, Professor Ranganathan would continue to be the father of this great profession for ages to come. Last, I extend my hearty congratulations on the occasion once again, and I thank you all for giving me an opportunity to pay homage to Ranganathan. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you, Das sir, for a nice speech. And we all are proud to have you with us today on this auspicious occasions because you belong to the family of library fraternity. And most of the library professionals of Odisha are inspired by Dr. Radhakrishnan Das sir. I was also one of among them, among the professionals. And thanks for sharing your views on Ranganathan's contribution in every field of libraries. Being a non-professional, you have given a detailed views on librarian Ranganathan's legacy on libraries, and your views, your indication towards the existence of print resources along with digital resources in future libraries. Thank you, sir, for your nice speech. Now I invite, now I request Dr. D.R. Meher sir for to introduce our chief guest, Dr. N. Radhakrishnan sir, who is the professor at Periyar University, Salem, and a good friend of mine. So please, over to Dr. D.R. Meher.
Namaskar. Namaskar, everybody. Wish you all a happy Librarians Day. And thank you, Dr. S.K. Satpathy, the Chief Moderator of Alliance Forum Orissa, for giving me the opportunity to introduce Dr. N. Radhakrishnan. In fact, Dr. Radhakrishnan needs no introduction in the field of library and information science, but I am doing so as customary for the dignified gatherings of professional friends who have joined us to commemorate Ranganathan's birth anniversary. Dr. N. Radhakrishnan presently holds the post of professor at Department of Library and Information Science in Periyar University, Salem, Tamil Nadu since 2016. He is a PhD holder in the field, and he got his PhD from Madurai Kamaraj University, Tamil Nadu in 2004. His professional career is like this. Before joining the Department of Library and Information Science in Periyar University, Salem in 2013, Dr. Radhakrishnan started his professional career as librarian in different academic and research institutes from 2006 to 2013. And those institutes are Sri Sasta Institute of Engineering and Technology, DMI College of Engineering, Chettinad Academy of Research and Education, its Pilani in Dubai campus. Related to his award and honors, in 2013, he became the Senate member of BITS Pilani Dubai campus in UAE, that is United Arab Emirates. And in 2021, he delivered an invited talk on sustainability of libraries beyond COVID-19 pandemic at IFLA, Netherlands. His other professional activities, we can say he has 78 research publications, 8 books, among them 8 books, 64 journal articles, 3 book chapters, and 3 conference proceedings. Under his guidance, there are 5 scholars who have been awarded PhD in Library and Information Science. He has an experience of 8 years of professional one as a librarian and 10 years in experience in teaching library and information science. Since Dr. Radhakrishnan has a rich experience as a professional librarian and in teaching library and information science at university level, I must urge him to enlighten us about the Ranganathan's legacy in the context of today's library world. Over to Dr. Radhakrishnan. Dr. Radhakrishnan, please.
Good evening, everyone. I am really happy to join you all on this special occasion. Let me congratulate all the LIS professionals who are celebrating the National Librarians Day on the 131st birth anniversary of S.R. Ranganathan, who is the father of library science in India. I am really lucky to talk something more about S.R. Ranganathan because we both are from Tamil Nadu. He was born in Tanjavur. It's a part of Tamil Nadu. He started his career as a mathematics teacher. Then he moved to university librarian and he became a professor. He became a vice chancellor of different universities. Having thought of the profession, he went to London to equip himself to know more about library information science. After having acquainted the knowledge about library science, he was instrumental in starting a library science school in India. Then he has thought of introducing even research programs. And he was actively involved in developing library environment, both in Banaras Hindu University, based on the base of the advice and request from Jawaharlal Nehru, the former Prime Minister of India. And he was invited by many academicians, many leaders across the country. We are all fortunate to have such an academician. Based on his contribution only, we are all surviving in this world. The global community realizes the contributions and dedication of S.R. Ranganathan. His role was instrumental in publishing many books, such as pollen classification, even library administration, many books to his credit. he has many credits. Let me read it out a few. He worked as a professor of Banaras Hindu University for some time, 45 to 54, and professor at University of Delhi, a professor at Vikram University, and honorary professor at DRTC, and chairman of Classification Research Group of the International Federation for Documentation, FID, and he was a honorary member of Indian Association for Special Libraries and Information Center. He has formulated 5 laws of libraries, which are the basic for many activities or the routines of our library system. Dr. Sharma has rightly pointed out the technological challenges which the LIS community must be prepared to adopt. I can say that LIS forums are there. The forums must come forward and take the views of our working senior librarians. Accordingly, they must organize training programs for the development of young LIS professionals across the country. As such, they are doing like how our Sunil Kumar Satpathy is the one who takes initiatives across the country. He doesn't bother about the region and all, and he is very specific in motivating the LIS students who wants to take part, like our senior people like Das and Sharma and other professionals in India. So there are opportunities for LIS professionals. They can definitely tackle the situation. They can equip themselves and they can come up in life. They can work on par with global standards. There is no doubt about. And I am being the academician. I would like to say a few statements here. See, we regularly update the curriculum based on the input given from industry people like Das, Sunil Kumar Satpathy, Gupta, and other senior working professionals, because you also represent the board of studies and we take your valuable input. Accordingly, we revise the syllabus and we equip ourselves to make the students understand and to make the students employable in the changing environment. Technology is always taking place. Even S.R. Ranganathan was instrumental in giving a concept called metric studies. Now people are changing metrics with different aspects like webometrics, ciphermetrics, informatics. Many metrics are coming up and people are taking research in metric based studies. Moreover, they publish research in different interdisciplinary journals, and they are also capable to claim as academics like other science faculties who publish papers and whose papers are widely indexed, such as SCI and other indexing databases. And our people are capable, our people are ready to take up any challenges, and our people are not like in the past because they get opportunity. They are getting all the facilities. Even a small school or even engineering colleges, they have realized the value of systems, softwares, e-collections, resource sharing, and support of consortia. Beyond that, they become members in LIS professionals, forums, and academic forums, other networks. So they develop gradually. They are ready to take up any challenges as pardoned by Sharma. So even I used to chat with my students regularly. See, challenges are there, technology is there, but the thing is, your mindset must be changed, and you should have a sense of enthusiasm. So, what are the technologies coming up? as far as industry is concerned, the whole world is expecting any new product from Germany. And Germany is the one which is ready to invest huge amount of money for any technology. As far as India and other Asian countries are concerned, we take long time. And African countries concerned, there is no major development and they are not ready to invest any aspects. As far as Indian libraries are concerned, we are pressurizing the management and government and other stakeholders. We take all input. We are ready to invest and we are ready to change the environment to the next level. As pointed out by Das, see, transformation are always taking place. Even I have never heard about the word plagiarism during my research studies. Recently, we are talking about plagiarism and we are emphasizing the importance of plagiarism to the students, even for research papers, projects, and thesis. And even I have never heard about the paper. I did not study the paper knowledge management. I am handling the paper now. Even digital technologies were not exist some 20 years back. I finished my library science in 1994. I worked in banking industries and universities and other sectors. Even I was also in the press for 1 year. I was a translator. So then I moved to academic environment. So how people are getting ready now? There are options, there are facilities. So people used to make their knowledge more effective to attract, and they have to market their candidature. Otherwise, how can they be employable? So it becomes a big question mark. So changes are always taking place. Technologies are forcing us to adopt new ways of rendering service and many things. So one cannot get escaped, unlike in the past. So it is our responsibility to these things. So our community have effectively realized the value of technology. And as I said, the curriculum has been updated and we are showing extraordinary interest. We take all input from working professionals, even industry, though they are not directly related to academic system. Even we have a member from press and other manufacturing industries, R&D industries. So I congratulate the organizers and even other fellow speakers and the participants. It is our responsibility to recall our fathers, like father of library science, Professor S.R. Ranganathan. We should always remember his contribution to the LIS community. If he would not been in the field, we would not be in the field. So with these words, I congratulate all the participants and I am thankful to the moderator, Dr. Sunil Kumar, who has been a virtual friend with me for more than 10-15 years and we recently met some 3-4 years back. I love you all. My wishes to all the LIS professors. Thank you so much for giving the opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your views on changing library educational system and also the awesome library, Dr. S.R. Ranganathan. And we are very happy to you with us on this auspicious occasion. And now it is the time to declare the results of quiz competition, All India Online Quiz Competition, which was organized by Raipur Odisha on the occasion of Librarians Day. And I request Dr. N. Radhakrishnan sir to declare the result of online quiz competition, which was held on 6th August.
Barbat Chetri from University of North Bengal, Darjeeling, West Bengal, for securing first position in online quiz competition being held on the occasion of the celebration of Librarians Day 2023. So the certificate is given for the achievement being gained on online quiz competition. The next certificate, Abhijit RS, University of Kerala, for securing the second position in online quiz competition being held on the occasion of the celebration of the Librarians Day 2023. Congrats. Chinsa Nasser, University of Kerala, the same university, for securing third position in online quiz competition being held on the occasion of the celebrations of Librarians Day 2023. Congrats, all the very best.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our Chief Speaker, Dr. Vikram Kumar Sharma, sir, to declare the winners of the online quiz library awareness test organized by Library Alliance Forum Orissa in Facebook group throughout the year, and the maximum message posted by the persons in Facebook group of Alliance Forum Orissa. Please, sir, declare the result.
The heartiest congratulations to Sangeeta Pradhan of Odisha for attending maximum numbers of online literary awareness tests fortnightly organized by lisforum Odisha. Congratulations, Sangeeta Pradhan. And next certificate is awarded to Ramandeep Kaur of Punjab for posting maximum numbers of professional messages in the Facebook group of lisforum Odisha during the period August 1st, 2022 to 31st July 2023. Heartiest congratulations.
Thank you, sir. All prizes are sponsored by Metro Books, New Delhi this year, and the prizes and the digital certificate will be sent by post to the winners. And now I request Dr. Manoj Mishra to give vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Satpathy sir. Good evening, everyone, and wishing you all a happy Librarians Day. I am honored and fortunate to have the opportunity for a vote of thanks on this special day. On behalf of Alliance Forum Odisha, I would like to thank our chief guest of this evening, Professor N. Radhakrishnan sir, Department of Library and Information Science, Periyar University, Salem, for his learning speech. I hope the participants of today's evening have received some ideas for their academic career. Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to thank our chief speaker of this event, Dr. Vikram Kumar Sharma sir, University Librarian, Central University of Himachal Pradesh, Dharamshala, for his inspirational speech. The viewers of this evening must get the idea of the professional practice in this digital era. Thank you very much, sir. I am thankful to Mr. Arabinda sir, news editor, the largest circulated Odia Delhi, where he mentioned the need of library services in this electronic environment towards the different groups of users. The way in which he explained the subject was extraordinary. Sir, your deliberation from users' point of view was significant. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your valuable time towards this occasion. I would like to thank all those organizing members, especially Dr. K.L. Janna from OUTR Odisha, Mr. J.K. Sahu from IIT Hyderabad, and Mr. Kiran Kumar Pradhan from OUT Bhubaneswar, and Mr. Vibhuti from ETEI Ongo, and our other professionals and viewers from different parts of our country. I must not forget to thank our core members and the enthusiastic professional team who have contributed to organize this event until the last days. Finally, I again want to thank our chief moderator, Dr. S.K. Satpathy sir, LS Forum Orissa, for organizing and participating in this event on National Librarians Day. I would like to thank you all again for making this event successful. Thank you.
Thank you, our guest and the participants for making this event successful. I once again thank you all and wish you all the best on the occasion of National Librarians Day 2023. Thank you. Now the program is over.